This is a real life true story, no AI, about a big family how one of their family member was hit by a vehicle and left unalived, while the rest of them were fighting to survive in a deep Arctic freeze in the alleyway behind the dumpster. Please watch the rest to know the rest of the story about a real survival and coming together as a family to make it to the end with love and support and protection. On a very cold night, as the media and news sending notification about the Arctic cold coming to the United States, we stopped and prepared everything that we needed for our RV travel, for our next hotter, warmer destination. We have done everything except filling up our tank with gas, and we came across this beautiful black cat. She was sitting there and licking something off the ground, and I decided, let's stop. I walked towards it, and I didn't know what was going through this cat's mind or what was going on with it. As I got closer and closer, and I saw that it had blood all over the ground, and it ran towards these tires. I followed it. I picked what I thought it was piece of little kitten left behind, and I took it towards it by where the tires were. She was mourning over her kitten as the rest of the world was getting ready and preparing for the deep freeze coming. The story doesn't end here, as we decided to stay the night there and leave this poor kitty some food and water. Only we found out that there were more cats, all same color, black cats. And we saw two older cats, male and female, coming out and watching to see who we are. So we put our kitty on the dashboard of our RV so that our kitty could be our medium between them and us, that we are not here to harm cats. We're humans who loves cats and helps cats. And when they let their guards down, we let them be. We've decided to go put up some cameras and leave them some food and water. And we did this for a couple of nights before the deep freeze really hit. They already had a shelter where they were hiding, and we just made it a little bit more comfortable for them. But I can never forget the look in that black female cat as the male cat went inside and told all the other cats that everything was fine. She gave us this look: I will trust you, don't let me down, please, don't let me down, don't let us down. It was pretty sad to watch this is happening, as the world is so busy trying to hide in their cocoon and stay warm under their heaters and having all the food, while these poor creatures are left behind to speak for themselves. And no one listens as they do. If we all can come together and feed all the felines in our neighborhoods, dogs and cats, especially in the deep freeze or when it gets overheated in some states like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, leave them water, leave them some food. We don't have to feed them every day, because they've survived this long, they can survive. But just give them a little bit of helping hand when disastrous weather notifications come to us. Don't just prepare for yourself, prepare for others who cannot speak for themselves. And be a bigger person by speaking for something much smaller than you that can never speak for itself.
Please be kind and speak up for those who can't speak for themselves.
The broken clock is a comfort. It helps me sleep tonight. Maybe it can't stop tomorrow from stealing all my time. And I am here still waiting, though I still have my doubts. I am damaged at best, like you've already figured out. I'm falling apart, I'm barely breathing. broken heart that's still beating in the pain. There is healing in your name. I find meaning. The broken locks were a warning. You got inside my head. I tried my best to be guarded, and I'm an open book instead. And I still see your reflection inside of my eyes, that are looking for purpose. You're still looking for life. I'm falling apart. I'm barely breathing with a broken heart that's still beating in the pain. In the pain is there healing in your name. In your name I find meaning. So I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm barely holding on to you. I'm hanging out another day, just to see what you throw my way. But I'm hanging out till what you say. You said that I would be okay. Broken lights on the freeway left me here alone. I may have lost my way now, haven't forgotten my way home. I'm falling apart. I'm barely breathing with a broken heart that's still beating in the pain. In the pain there is healing in your name. In your name I find meaning. So I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm barely holding on to you. I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm holding on. I'm still holding. I'm holding on. I'm barely holding on to you.
All right, we saw some cute kitties. I'm gonna leave them some food. Come on, kitties. Come on, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty.
You have the power to make a difference, and you never know. One day you might need help.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen, I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance that cannot be covered over and over. you're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true. I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true. I will rescue you. I hear the whisper underneath your breath. I hear you whisper you have nothing left. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true. I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true. I will rescue you. Oh, I will rescue you.
It was always nice to watch kittens eat, but before they did, you would see the two older male and female cats will come and inspect the food before they will let the rest of the cats and kittens eat. As we were watching the younger cats and little kittens eating, we've noticed the two older cats were taking turns watching the alleyway to make sure nobody comes and bothers the younger cats and kittens, as one of their kittens was hit by an 18-wheeler or a car when we first saw them. They waited and waited, even though we knew they were hungry, but they waited for their turn to eat the last, so that they make sure everybody was safe and sound in the family. I wish humans were this protective of their children and of each other in the family. And we watched. It was like live TV for all of us to watch. From our living room on our security camera, every time a car would walk, the older cats would come and watch to make sure that there was no danger to any of the younger cats, that they were still learning from danger in the outside world. It was very beautiful to watch how loyal these cats were to each other as a big black cat family. They were very adorable and sweet, and they would come and let each other know, hey, there's someone is coming, or this car is coming, and they would get back to eating and hide away and then get back again and again until one of us came to check on them to leave them more water, because we noticed they were running out of water. And as soon as they noticed there was one of us, they kind of let their guards down. They were not fully hiding, and they were feeling more comfortable as we left more food and more water. Then the older cats went ahead and let their guards down and ate and went on by their night. I'm glad we did not leave these poor creatures in a deep freeze, because there was no way they could go out there and hunt, even out of dumpsters. All the fast foods nearby them were closed. They were living off of the dumpsters from the leftovers of the fast foods that they were leaving in their trash. Well, guys, as we waited, the weather took the turn for the worst.
and we've had two decisions to make. One, to get to our destination, which it was nice and comfortable and warm. Two, hunker down and take care of these beautiful creatures that really needed our help. So the decision was really easy to make for both of us, and Kitty along with us too. That we're gonna stick around until this cold, sticky weather passes, and then we will say our goodbyes to these beautiful cats. We've called so many places, shelters, rescue places that take so much millions of dollars of donation of your money, and when you call them, only answering machines, only robots answer. No one is out there to give you any help. When we give locations to these poor cats and called, no one even bothered to reply. And most of these places actually will take these animals in, show their photos and videos, and then they will unalive them, thinking they're doing humane thing for these creatures. Guess what, guys? Our cities need these creatures because they get rid of all the bad rats that causes diseases. And remember, their history repeats itself from time to time. What happened in that Black Death in England while long ago? How many people died because they have superstitious of black cats and they've killed most of their cats. So they did not have any cats to go and eat their cockroaches that were causing diseases and spreading diseases, and rats and other things that cats were eating and getting rid of. Please stop harming these cats. Help them. They need our help. And stop giving your money to these fake companies that say they're rescuing animals. Give your money to someone that is really doing this job behind the shadows, that no one is hearing their voices. And you be the power to stand behind them, so together we can all save these poor creatures that cannot speak for themselves in the time of harsh disasters that is happening every year, whether it's heat or extreme cold. Have mercy on those that cannot speak for themselves, so that when you're praying to God to have mercy on you, the God will hear you if you believe in God, whatever God you believe in. So please comment below if you know any places that would neuter these cats and return them back to their habitats without unaliving them, or someone that could go and build them shelters, because financially we are not capable of doing that right now. We are travelers that we feed animals in need as we go, just to give them a little bit of a push to get them back on their feet. But if we had all the financials, that we would build them shelters and rescue every animal in the world. We don't want to feed animals all the time, because we want animals to go out there and do some cleaning in our cities. After big floods, there's always rats coming around and spreading diseases. And cats are pretty awesome for farms. A lot of farmers take cats into their farms so that they can eat all the rodents and all the bad cockroaches and bad things that causes diseases for humans. Be kind to those animals whenever they need them. Spread a little bit of kindness. You don't have to feed them every single day, but in the time of desperate need, of disasters that are happening, give them a little bit of help. We all sometimes need help. Everybody sometimes need help in life. And all they need one is someone to say that you will be all right, or someone to give you a helping hand. You will be very appreciative and grateful for it. And they too have a soul, and they feel pain, and they also bleed red as we all do. And they also mourn over their loved ones when they pass or they get hit by cars. I wish there was a law for those that hit animals, that they would be punished either by car or they abuse animals. Just like if a human gets hit by a car, you would see police and ambulances and everybody coming to their aid. We have to change our mind about our smaller creatures. The bigger nation is looked at based how they treat their smallest being. So let's all come together and speak for these creatures and be voice for them, so that they can live in harmony with us in these big cities that we all cherish and live and go by our hustle and bustle as they also want to live and go by their hustle and bustle and survive like we all do. The weather is getting a little warmer, and we left them plenty of food and water. But the saddest part is that Kitty and I and Captain, we have to say goodbye to those beautiful creatures. We got very attached to them. We pray that they will be all right. It's always sad. It's very emotional. I try not to show much emotions to make Kitty sad or Captain sad in front of them. But we can't help what we feel for these creatures. In ancient Egyptians, it used to be a crime to harm these beautiful, magnificent creatures. And you know, when your spirit is touched by a cat's soul, you are never the same. You become more soft, more gentle. And they're very healing and therapeutic. Every cat needs a home. And if every person goes out there and adopt a couple of pets, like a couple of dogs or a couple of cats, the world will be a different world. And whatever cats decide to be stray cat out there, try to be kind and give them a little bit of helping hand, share some food with these creatures. The mama cat knew that we were leaving. She was giving us those looks, and the daddy followed. They came outside, both greeting us, looking at us, knowing that we were going to be leaving. They knew it. And the look in their eyes, the look of gratitude. And all I could feel was sadness, and I did not want to show my sadness. But I could see in their eyes, they too were sad to say goodbyes. It was something that you had to do for someone that never could pay you back in anything but the beautiful look in their eyes of gratitude, where they could only speak. It was all sad to leave them behind, very emotional. And I'm definitely coming back. We are definitely coming back to check on them again on our way back. We've traveled the entire United States, all 48 states. Every state we fed. Any cat, any dog. They were stray and homeless, we fed them. If they needed help, we helped them. Through all of our travels, we never once wanted to go to places just to be show-offs. We wanted to do things in the shadow, in the abyss of the night, when there were creatures crying for help and everybody else were looking away. Somehow the universe would always bring them in our path, as if we're aligned in the same frequency. This is not a goodbye forever. We'll definitely see you guys again, my beautiful creatures of the night. We always went and fed them at night because they always came out only at night. But if you go to any gas stations, any fast food, by their dumpsters, you will see stray cats and dogs. Go and spare them some food. Build them homes if you can. If you have the financial, you can help. Please try to help. I am getting a little teary eyes. I'm trying to not make it sad, but it is sad. I can't feel but sadness for these creatures going through these dirty dumpsters looking for food. It's not fair to them. It isn't.
Notice me, take my hand. Why are we strangers when our love is strong?
And if this is your first time with us, then please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support goes a long way as we try to help animals during our travels across the country.